Met Matt and Andrew several years ago. Just really awesome guys as far as giving the information, really making the industry better. They care about the contractors. They care about, really how the whole process works. And then they're very honest as far as when we have a claim, to give us their honest opinion as far as whether or not we want to pursue that or not. And then once they, receive that claim, they really do a great job at following up with the homeowners, making sure that they're representing our company, because at the end of the day, our client is trusting us to put them in touch with the best in the industry.
John here with Art of the Supplement, and I wanted to invite you to our brand new Facebook group, Art of the Supplement Nation. We've assembled the industry's top experts to bring you the best answers to all your insurance restoration questions. It's on Facebook, not MySpace. Delete that. You don't need MySpace anymore. Check it out, Facebook.
All right, what's up, everybody? We are here with, let me turn my volume down just a tiny bit. There we go. We've got possibly some severe weather coverage happening right now. Oh, I'm getting a lot of feedback on this, but hang on. Is my mic not set up? Hang on 1 second. Nope, I'm on here. Okay. All right, guys. So we got storms moving in, fresh and early. Haven't even had a chance to really get going on my day yet. I'm trying to see if we're actually on Hail Trace's Facebook page. Let me, hang on 1 second, guys. I'm just trying to make sure everything's going here. Okay, yeah, no, I am live on our Facebook. Okay, all right, cool. Here we go. So we have storm right now. This is as of just a couple moments ago. There we go. Latest update here. This is in the Minco area. So this is just south of Minco. We have a hail core. Looking like we probably have some ping pong ball size hail, up to golf ball size hail, just south of Minco, right along Highway 81. And this thing is moving very quickly to the northeast. It's going to be going to Tuttle next, towards Mustang, and then eventually into Oklahoma City. So that's what's happening in Oklahoma City, but we also have storms now trying to get going here near Tulsa. So this is currently, somebody just said someone in Sky took, just pea-sized hail there. There was a hail core. This has since kind of dissipated right now. So this storm, not a big deal in Sky took, but the thing that I'm more interested in is this storm over to the west of Sapulpa here, just north of Kellyville. This thing has really blown up in the last 15 minutes. Looking like it's already getting a pretty good hail core on here. And this is moving northeast as well. This is probably heading right for downtown Tulsa. This one, let me look at a couple other factors here. This one could end up having like some golf ball size hail. I don't know what this is warned for, but I'm looking at it right now. I'd say it's warned for quarters, but I'm saying that this has potential for golf ball size hail here as it's moving pretty much due northeast. We're pretty much right into downtown Tulsa. This will be coming very soon. So these are moving quickly and exploding really fast. Like these storms all kind of popped up all at once. I got up and got everything together. I didn't even tell you guys, we were out chasing last night, got home pretty late, and figured we'd have an early start today, but it looks like we're starting much earlier than I expected. So we'll see how this progresses here. So how's everyone doing this morning? Again, we had a pretty late night. Could it get any better? yes, the storms, this one especially by Minko, I'm really curious how this one's going to pan out. How's this one going to evolve? Like, it definitely had been strengthening. The hail marker on it right now is not very large, but I'm also anticipating that it definitely has pretty big hail in here. I see a hail spike right where my mouse cursor is right now. That means that there is a large hail ongoing in here. So, is it different times? Okay, my reflectivity isn't updating. Why not? So, radar is not totally updating right now, so apparently everything is a little slow on the uptake here. Are these storms high up again today? Are you going to be talking about DFW potential? I'm going to try to talk about DFW. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I literally got up, took a shower, got onto this. I haven't looked at any model information for Dallas yet, so I'm going to have to we might be kind of doing a little bit of like weather jazz basically, where I'm like improvising and figuring it out as on the fly here. So, alright, so we have the storm now moving towards Tuttle pretty imminently, so it's hailing right now on Clayton Road and over by Robbins Road. It's not looking as impressive as it did a few minutes ago, where we definitely had some golf balls. I think the storm might be trying to cycle a little bit here. We'll see how that plays out in a little bit as we are we're approaching the metro very, very fast. So this will be in the metro area very soon. I don't know if you consider Tuttle part of the OKC metro, but it'll be in Mustang in the next 15 minutes or so. Off to the south and to the west, looks like we have a new storm warned down by Lawton, Oklahoma. Hang on, let me switch over to a different mouse here. A little less productive. Okay, so over by Lawton, we're seeing some storms trying to form as well. That's now severe warned. Again, I think over by Sapulpa, this might be our best looking storm right now. The one just north of I-44 by Sapulpa. Do I have Creek County loaded? I do not. Let me get Creek County loaded up here, guys. So again, how's everybody doing this morning? They up high again? Yeah, these storms are elevated, yes. Elevated storms for tornado make it so they have almost no tornado potential, but the hail potential is very high. High quantities of hail falling, and you can have very large hail with it as well. So that's why we're trying to really get on here pretty quick. Yeah, this one by Sapulpa is looking really good. Oh God, what's Creek County? All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I don't have this up on my phone at the moment. Let's see if I can get it on my phone here. There we go. I actually have it up on my phone. Sweet. So I was moving to KC today, hail potential. I will check in just a moment. Again, sorry I haven't had a chance to do any forecasting stuff yet today. It was late night last night. We were out chasing, and I had to pretty much turn around and instantaneously. It's not a bad idea. Had to pretty much almost immediately turn around and go after these storms. So I will try to answer any questions we have about the hail potential in other cities in a few minutes. Gotta see how things play out for, there it is, Tulsa and Oklahoma City first, and then we'll kind of jump into that a little later. So, I already imported you. Come on. Thank you. Alright, so big hail right now. It's going to be approaching the north side of Sapulpa in the next like 5 minutes. So, areas near, what highway is this? Highway 97. That's where you're going to be seeing. So, Sapulpa, then Oakhurst, and then into Tulsa. Probably right into downtown. Its hail is going to be there. And I think this has approaching golf ball size hail with it. So we have another storm up by Cleveland, Oklahoma, or Osage, Oklahoma. This one's looking like it's strengthening a lot as well, and that's going to be heading towards Skiatook. Other areas in Tulsa, you're seeing some rain right now, but the hail is going to be back by Sapulpa. So if you're seeing some rain on the eastern sides of Tulsa, probably very little hail with that. The big hail is off to your west. Checking back in with Oklahoma City. Okay, is this storm by Tuttle, is this thing dying or is it just cycling? Let's look at some other stuff here. It might be dying, I can't tell. It's getting, at my house here, it's getting very windy. So, as the storm is approaching the city, we'll see what this does as it gets into Oklahoma City. We had a lot of activity last night, so I'm curious to see how the atmosphere is worked over. Here is the risk for today the Storm Prediction Center has put out. It does put the most significant hail risk over Dallas. So I'll have to look more into it. This looks like a pretty early event. I think we're going to be seeing storms happening pretty quickly here. We already have storms ongoing. I think for Dallas, it'll be lunchtime, I'm guessing, when storms actually get going. Somebody asked about Kansas City. Nothing for Kansas City today, unfortunately. But for the Dallas area, again, we have activity already firing off here in Oklahoma. Really curious to see how that's going to evolve here for the Dallas area. I see some cloudiness in the region. We'll see what's going. The hail potential for today, I know it could be very large. Could be up to tennis ball size hail. If anything really goes up and gets crazy, we'll see how it is. Again, I haven't looked at any real computer model data right now. I'm just looking at current conditions. The dry line is way off to our west. So it looks like we have a disturbance moving through right now that's not really kicking anything off. So I believe storms will be firing off of the boundary in and around the Oklahoma City, in the Dallas area this afternoon, probably a little after lunchtime. And then anything, if it's isolated, could have that potential of up to about tennis ball size hail. I keep looking out my window here. Got the storm probably going to hit my house here in Oklahoma City. We'll see if it peters out or if it can redevelop itself a little bit here. And yeah, it looks like, hang on, let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's trying to recycle itself here on this section of the storm by Tuttle. So if it can recycle and re-strengthen, it would probably drop its biggest hail within Oklahoma City, so we'll see. I want to place tennis balls. Yes, Chris Irving. That would be pretty nice. All right, checking back in on the Tulsa area. We got large hail falling in probably the far northwestern sections of Sapulpa right now. If you're in West 81st Street South and South 161st Street, South 161st West Avenue, you're seeing some large hail there. Look at those low CCs. So this is the reflectivity, correlation coefficient. This shows you large objects in the sky. So when you see all the greens and blues like this, that usually means you're seeing some pretty big hail. Let's see if there's a lot of melting in there. Not really. So yeah, probably ping pong the golf ball size hail anywhere within where you see those greens and blues. And okay, yeah, we're dropping down quite a bit, and there's a hail spike in there. Definitely golf ball size hail now. South side of Sand Springs, it looks like. So if you're right along Highway 97, south of West 51st Street, right along 61st Street South, you're getting some golf ball size hail now, and this is heading directly to downtown Tulsa, imminently to downtown Tulsa, the next 10 minutes. Storm looking real good here. Again, probably quite a bit, probably large quantities of hail, close to golf ball size, up to golf ball size hail. You can see the hail spike here. In terms of the amount of hail, yeah, large quantities. This shows you amount of hail, and when it's bottomed out to the gray like this, that means you're seeing lots of hail. There isn't a ton of melting going on. So again, probably very similar to storms that were like last night, of hail up to golf ball size. How's DFW look? DFW, it's going to be a little bit later, probably lunchtime. I know everyone's asking about that. That was a big thing. I haven't had a chance to really look at the forecast too much yet. Got back from chasing, went to sleep, woke up. Here we are with some storms. So I'm trying to answer that as I can. Probably around lunchtime. Potential up to tennis ball size hail for there as well. So back over here by Oklahoma City. Let's see. Is this thing trying to? Storm's either going to die or re-strengthen itself. Right now, it's not over Tuttle. It's not making severe hail, but we see another storm trying to form here quickly over by Yukon. Go to Echo Tops. yeah, I mean, it's getting dark here at my house here in West Oklahoma City. So hopefully, is DFW a guarantee? Nothing's a guarantee with Mother Nature. Getting a lot of lightning now here at my house. So if I lose power, obviously my stream will go out. I'll try to bring it back on my cell phone if that's the case, using my cell phone data instead of with my internet at my house. Again, I live in this area. I live in West Oklahoma City. These storms are moving towards them. Looks like we're having a re-strengthening happening here over Tuttle. So we'll see what happens. I might even switch my cell phone just so we can see the storms if it hits my house with some severe hail. It's getting real dark, real windy. Over here by the storm heading towards Tulsa, looks like it's strengthening. So, man, it's still only 1 4/4. Are you kidding me, man? Golf ball size hail falling again. The south side of Sand Springs. We're heading towards where I-44 meets with 75, and then gonna hit downtown and probably just south of downtown Tulsa, and then it'll eventually move through Tulsa and then heading generally towards Owasso. So that's what we're looking at here. DFW. I know a lot of folks asking about that. There's nothing down by DFW yet. So right now it's all in Oklahoma. We're getting a bunch of severe warnings now. I need to make sure the rest of the team wake up. Hang on, guys. Okay. Again, trying to get everybody rolling here. So storms, again, we got storm south, trying to re-strengthen southwest Oklahoma City. Storm heading towards Tulsa, storm by Lawn. We got a new storm that just got warned to the east of Wichita Falls. DFW, that's going to be a little bit later, around lunchtime. Maximum hail size potential will be up to tennis ball size hail. Have not looked at the models yet, really seen what is going there, just looking at observations. I know there's some boundaries, some trigger points, some little tracks for the storms to take, basically, that are probably draped around somewhere around in here. So that's your best bet for your big hail. Again, haven't had a chance to look into that too much to can tell exactly where any of that's going to be. Into storm over by Tuttle, looks like we're either fizzling out or trying to completely reorganize and doing a handoff over by Bethany. I'm not sure at the moment, but Oklahoma City isn't looking as good as Tulsa right now. There you go. Tulsa seems to be the pick right now. Usually it's Oklahoma City and Tulsa is on the sidelines looking, but it looks like here, yeah, in Sand Springs right now, south side of Sand Springs, on West 51st Street over by where Highway 97 meets up with them. You're getting some big hail there. Continuing moving to the northeast, markers getting bigger. The storm's definitely strengthening as it's, again, it looks like it's going to hit downtown Tulsa with large hail up to golf ball size. We see the hail spike right in here. Where's my pen? Can you guys tell I haven't had my coffee yet this morning? We're rolling pretty fast with everything. So here, let me draw. Use the hot pink color. So you see right in there, that little guy, that is your hail spike. So that's going to be showing you that there's the hail is big and it is refracting pretty much off of the radar beams are refracting off the hail, causing a weird distortion for that spike. And it's pretty easy to see. This is where your hail core is, right? Oh my God, why is it so big? Didn't want to do that. There's your hail core highlighted in pink right there on south side of Sand Springs, west side of Oakhurst, and that's going to be moving right towards downtown Tulsa. Again, that's going to be happening very soon here, guys. Next 10 minutes or so. And we have the other storms in Oklahoma City. It doesn't look crazy strong at the moment. It looks like it weakened quite a bit, but it is also heading directly towards my house. So again, if there's a lightning strike that knocks my power out or something, even for a second, the stream will die. But don't worry, I'll bring it back probably right away. It might just be on my cell phone, but I will bring it back as quickly as possible so I can keep this coverage going for you guys. So, yeah, it's only 1 inch hail, but just with radar presentation, we're seeing definitely seeing golf ball size hail. And again, we're heading right towards downtown. Back by Oklahoma City here, we have the echo tops on this thing. Okay, yeah. Yeah, our storm's re-strengthening now by Tuttle. So this, what I'm looking at here, these are echo tops. So that is the top of the thunderstorm. So I can tell when a storm's strengthening when the storm is getting taller, it's growing bigger, the inflow is stronger, so it's making the storm get bigger and taller. So when you see the higher sizes, that means you're seeing a bigger storm. Notice how earlier we had it nice and tall, got a little shorter, and now it's starting to get tall again. And we also have a storm trying to blow up here in Oklahoma City. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing is re-strengthening now, trying to get towards Mustang. It's a weird looking storm, but we'll see. It doesn't matter how weird looking it is if it can strengthen and drop big hail over the city, right? Oh, come on. Please don't make this storm make me lose power. Alright, those of you just joining, we'll cover in a couple storms here. We have hail over by Tulsa. That's where your best storm is going to be, and that's heading towards downtown. We got a storm southwest Oklahoma City, not looking as hot as it was before. It's kind of weakened a little bit, but it looks like it might be trying to re-strengthen, or we're getting something trying to do a handoff where we get a new storm to form, and now it head towards Edmond, storm by Lawton, storm down by the Red River. Nothing in Tulsa and Dallas yet. That's going to be a little bit later. Again, it's only about 8:30 in the morning, 8:40 in the morning right now. They're probably going to be closer to lunchtime. Hail potential there. The size potential could be up to tennis ball size if it stays isolated. If things form okay. Man, winds are ripping in my house. So I haven't looked at the computer models yet, so I do not know too much of what's going on. And spread damage out. Tire companies come from other states taking a little business. Yeah. Please spread the storms out wide. Well, looks like we're trying to see some storms spread out. We have a mesoscale discussion the National Weather Service just put out. Yeah, it remains pretty soon. Trends are being monitored for severe thunderstorm watch. So there probably will be a severe thunderstorm watch issued for most of Oklahoma pretty soon here. Got the latest radar frame update for the Tulsa storm here by Oakhurst. I don't know if this is actually in Tulsa yet, but it is right along the Gilcrease Expressway or by West 41st Street South, and then moving into this neighborhood here, like places along West 41st Street South, like South 35th Avenue, Southwest 35th Avenue. This is moving into there, again, up to golf ball size hail falling with this storm as we're getting very close to downtown Tulsa in the next 10 minutes or so. It's like a new storm trying to get going here just to the east of Tulsa a little bit. The storm over by Cleveland had some quarters with it. That has since kind of weakened. Again, I think our best storm is going to be by Oakhurst and Sand Springs, and that's heading, again, directly to downtown Tulsa very soon here, guys. Here in Oklahoma City, do we have a full reading? Nope. Okay, or by Mustang, the storm, I think, isn't dropping quarters now. It might actually be weakening quite a bit. So we'll see how this thing goes. Oh, I guess it would help if I was actually on the right. Yeah, this looks like a north split storm or something, or by the village. And then here in Mustang, yeah, this storm's not looking as great as it did. So it looks like we have another storm trying to form over here by Anadarko. We'll see if any of these make it over to Oklahoma City. And we're also seeing, I see another boundary layer, another boundary extending out from one of these storms over by north of Guthrie. So we'll see if that fires anything off as well. So we got a lot of things going on all at once here, guys. So we'll see how things evolve. I don't think they've reissued the severe thunderstorm warning yet for Oklahoma City. So this storm might actually be weakening a bit. We'll see if it actually impacts Oklahoma City. So with that, I think the best activity is this storm in Tulsa now, where we are right by downtown now. You can see here's where that big hail is. Pretty clear, right over my head, the greens and the blues moving directly into Tulsa. So this is going to be crossing over the Arkansas River in just a minute here and start impacting downtown. So currently it's probably hitting I-44 and going to cross over to just along 64 and the north part of I-244, and probably as far south is, I don't know, somewhere around maybe 21st Street, maybe even a little south of there. Yeah, it'll be a little south of 21st Street, so maybe even like 31st Street. Yeah, go down like 10 blocks, 31st Street, and then moving northeast. So everywhere east of immediately downtown and then into the north side of Tulsa. That's where you're going to see that big hail. I'm anticipating quite a large quantity of hail. The sizes ranging from probably as small as subsevere to up to around golf ball size, and that's moving to the north and to the east. Okay, that's not tornado sirens. And then we also have this storm trying to develop over by Tulsa. This is probably only going to have subsevere hail with it. Over here by Oklahoma City, they have not reissued the warning for this storm, so it might be dying here. It does not look super great as we are getting towards Oklahoma City. This thing might be falling apart as we're getting to the city here. So we'll see. We'll see how this thing handles hitting the city, the warmer air around Oklahoma City. Looks like if you are at Nichols Hills in the Village, you're seeing a thunder shower right now. This thing might be developing into something else. And then we even see another storm trying to be by Anadarko. Yeah, they removed the warning now. And then some other boundary here over by OKC that we'll see. Oh, okay. And with that, it's going to try to re-strengthen. As I said, it's dying. So we'll see what happens in the Oklahoma City area coming up here. Little uncertainty with that one. This one's much more of a certainty by Tulsa here with hail up to golf ball size. And did the warning expire and they didn't reissue a new one? Come on, National Weather Service Tulsa, get on the ball. Get on the ball here. We got a storm happening. What happened? Where'd your warning go? Clearly, alright, so we got an update here with the radar. And it looks like the storm is impacting Tulsa currently. So we currently have the storm over downtown Tulsa. Let's look at a couple other factors. It looks like yeah, there's probably some melting going on. So some melting going on, which means your hail size is probably going to be a little smaller than what... Oh, there's a new warning. Okay, so yeah, the warning for ping pong ball size hail I was going to say is probably only up to golf ball size hail in Tulsa. So ping pong and golf ball size hail in downtown. So downtown, it points just to the south, anywhere from what I said before, 31st Street to the north, to about the 244 area. So basically, the loop around downtown Tulsa, you got hail all the way from right about there to at 244 down to about 31st Street, and this is moving north and east towards eventually probably south side of Owasso. Where is the Hard Rock? Probably might go just north of wherever the Hard Rock Casino's at, on the other side of Tulsa. Yeah, that's looking pretty good, guys. You want to see those low CCs. You want to see the greens and the blues. That's right over my head here. So you're getting, at the very least, a lot of hail. So large quantities of hail falling. This hail is probably pretty hard, like what we saw yesterday. We saw very hard hail beating the crap out of the truck. And we were in on that Elk City storm. Tried going live. Looks like it only sort of worked. And yeah, so this is impacting Tulsa right now. We'll see if we get some reports in just a minute. Over here by Oklahoma City, the hail marker got a little bit bigger on this guy as they're getting towards going through Mustang and heading towards south side of Oklahoma City and into more. See if that continues, if the strengthening trend continues, because it won't take much to get it going again. And we're very, very close. I-44 is right here. We're very, very close to the storms. Yeah, lots of new dents on the hood. Yep. Yeah, oh, yeah, probably Derek messaging on there. So, elsewhere, we got some storms, looks like, by Elgin right now. That doesn't look anything crazy. And then we have this boundary layer here over by OKC that I don't know what that's going to end up doing for today. It might wipe out the rest of the risk for Oklahoma City. We'll see. And is that a golf ball report? Yep, there we go. Ping pong and golf ball size hail in and around Prattville, which is the area just south of Sand Springs and Oakhurst. There's your confirmation that we got some golf ball size hail happening in the Tulsa area. Man, Tulsa doesn't get big hail enough. National Weather Service guys there apparently slacking a little bit because they're only one for quarters, and we were definitely seeing golf balls. And now, as we're moving into Tulsa here, looks like continuing that up to golf ball size hail as it continues to move to the northeast. It's got to move past downtown. So let's see, this frame was from 3 minutes ago. So storm's probably over here now. Let me get my pen back up. Got some ping pong balls in Sand Spring. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, ping pong and golf ball size hail with this. The hail core is probably now right in here currently. So we're moving this way, right? So where I got the highlight in pink, that's probably where your hail core is at the moment. So the radar just takes a second to update sometimes. There it is. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so proof I know what I'm talking about sometimes here. So we got the hail moving on again. You can see it pretty clear. You want to see those greens and those blues like crazy. That always means you got that big hail falling. A lot of it. So this indicates, you know, what the primary precipitation falling is. You see the gray like this. That means it's a lot of hail. So we got a lot of hail falling. A little bit of melting going on. So again, that ping pong and golf ball size hail happening right now. Right along, what's this highway? Is this I-44? No, it's not Highway 44. It's 244. Riding right along I-244, just south of 244, down to East 11th Street, even further south than that, down to East 15th Street, and as far north as East Pine Street. And I know it looks weird. I'm looking this way. My other monitor is like right here, where you guys can see on the screen. So I have to like turn my head a little bit to read the street names a little easier. Shows up really small on my monitor. And so this is continuing to move to the north and to the east. So it's hitting a lot of Tulsa right now. Man, this is hitting a lot of Tulsa. There's a lot of hail falling. I don't think all of it is going to be golf ball size hail. I think it's just going to be focused here on this one area that I was mentioning. So that area of those greens and those blues that you're seeing, like right where my mouse cursor is moving around, that's your best chance of that ping pong and golf ball size hail. There's a lot of it falling, a lot of hail falling with this. So you're getting anywhere from, you know, sub-severe hail all the way up to that ping pong and golf ball size. If I had to pick a primary size, I'm guessing it'd probably be around quarters, and then up to ping pong and golf ball size hail as this continues to move to the north and east. Tulsa hasn't seen too many storms in the last few years, so this is going to be probably, at the very least, a brand new date for a lot of areas in Tulsa. Let's see. Moving into more in south Oklahoma City. Our CCs are coming down quite a bit here, so we might be seeing a little bit of bigger hail. Probably sub-severe hail here over by over by Moore in southwest Oklahoma City. I don't know if this thing's going to do anything here in Oklahoma City. It's not looking super impressive. Folks wonder in Dallas, nothing yet, and we have a severe thunderstorm watch. New severe thunderstorm watch out for most of the state of Oklahoma, at least where most of the population is located, all the way into northwestern Arkansas. Hail up to 2-inch possible, 70-mile-per-hour winds. This is in effect till 3 this afternoon. So again, this is the theme for today. If you haven't noticed, you look at the clock, it's not even 9 o'clock yet. So a lot of activity going on, starting your morning off right, I guess. We got some hail happening here, and then I see some storms now trying to develop all the way down into Texas. So wouldn't be surprised. We get to, I think, lunchtime is when you're going to see storms forming down by DFW. I know a lot of folks are asking about that. So DFW area, probably lunchtime as we get these storms to continue to form, move through. Got it in Oklahoma now. DFW probably a little bit later, and then points east after that. Don't know if we'll see more storms later on in Oklahoma or not. I haven't had a chance to look at the forecast too much yet. So I'm going to have to do that after we're done with this live coverage, and we can kind of go into a little bit more. So before I talk about this next thing, we had C3 Group and Artist Supplement on there as well. Thank our sponsors, C3 Group, Balance Claims, and we got Merlin Law Group as well. So this is about 15 seconds. We'll be right back in just a second here.
I've met with a lot of firms. I've had these situations before, but I haven't found anybody as good as Merlin and as dedicated to what they do. They're not here to make you happy. They're here to win.
Okay, so guys, why is ARRR not showing anything for DFW? I don't have an answer for that right now. I need to look and see. I don't know, it might stay capped or something. I honestly do not know. I have not had a chance to look at stuff too much going on. There'll be no tail in DFW. Yeah, so currently, so again, as we had an update, that was the previous frame. Here's the hail here. Now over Tulsa between, what's this highway? The Cherokee Expressway north of 244. Pretty much wedged between that. That's where your hail is. It looks like the storm's starting to weaken a little bit. So may have peaked right by downtown, or probably peaked between Sand Springs and downtown Tulsa, and now starting to weaken some. So that hail size is probably going to start coming down as we continue to move to the north and east, and the hail just kind of falls out as it keeps moving. Here over the city. Nope, I didn't want to do that at all. And that's what we're looking at right now. That's, again, this is staying north of Broken Arrow, moving into eastern sections of Tulsa. It's going to be heading towards the Hard Rock Casino pretty soon here in the next couple minutes. By the time it gets to Hard Rock Casino, probably dropping around quarter-size hail, and then keep moving to the north and east, eventually toward, probably splitting the gap between Owasso and Catoosa, and then heading towards, maybe eventually towards Claremore, but I think it probably won't be dropping hail by the time we get to Claremore. Checking back in here on Oklahoma City, Southside Oklahoma City, you're probably seeing some sub-severe hail right now. This storm no longer severe warned. I think it had all bark and no bite once it got to Oklahoma City here, unfortunately. And maybe we'll see some other activity in Oklahoma City, maybe not, we'll see. So we also made a 3-star map yesterday. We had a bunch of activity in Oklahoma. We were out chasing in it. Elk City got hit pretty hard. I think, what town was that called? Like Pocasset or something got hit. And had a lot of activity. You can check that out as well. Haven't made a review video for that, but not quite yet, but we'll be getting there. And okay, latest update here. Yeah, it looks like the hail is falling out. So notice how previous frame, a lot more yellow, or a lot more greens and blues, and then this one, a lot less greens and blue. That definitely means that we have the hail is falling out, and the storm is likely weakening quite a bit here. It's not looking as organized as it did before, and it's going to continue to move northeast out of Tulsa, and then eventually towards Owasso and Claremore, with probably some sub-severe hail unless this thing re-strengthens suddenly and violently, and in that case we'll see. I'll completely change my tune. It'll be a different storm. So if you joined us in, we had golf ball size hail impacted Tulsa, and then we had a storm trying to get to Oklahoma City, and it kind of fizzled out before it got there. And there you go. You had a quarter size hail at 29th and Peoria and Tulsa. So again, looks like that hail size did come down in the Tulsa area. Here in Oklahoma City, our storm petered out. Looks like you're seeing some small hail and heavy rain near downtown Oklahoma City, on the south side of Oklahoma City. But in terms of severe hail, this storm could not sustain itself. Dropping golf balls before by Minko, and then got to Oklahoma City, and it fizzled out. And actually died by the city. It's pulled to Tulsa, I think, where you see a storm looking pretty good, and it gets to the city and doesn't quite make it. So Tulsa's the one getting hail this time. So again, we can roll back. We just join in. Owen Park, Gilchrist Museum just pasted. There you go. Yeah. Ping pong ball size hail. So I think ping pong to golf ball is going to be your hail size for the good chunk of the part of Tulsa near downtown. And then as you push east, the size comes down to about quarter to 1 inch. Probably some 1 inch hail in an area now right by North 65th Ave. And what is this? What highway is this? Route 11 moving to the northeast. So this is going to move out of Tulsa very fast here, and then that's going to probably be all she wrote for the city of Tulsa. They update this. No, yeah, no. Did they update it? Oh, yeah, they did. Up to ping pong ball size hail. So most of the city of Tulsa, I think, is okay now. The storm has since passed as we are moving north and east. And I'm just going to kind of see if this thing if it re-strengthens at all as it heads towards Owasso and Catoosa and Claremore. But it looks like it's kind of fizzling out a little bit as it's already moved through a good chunk. Well, Tulsa has done its damage. It's definitely, we started the day off right away here with at least with a solid 3-star map, and then we'll see how the rest of today goes as we get towards the afternoon and see if things happen towards Dallas. To go north and south of downtown, looks like a good chunk of the hail kind of did both. So it hit downtown. Looks like the better hail might have been just south of downtown and just east of downtown. And then north side's probably more quarter to sub-severe. And now the hail is definitely starting to fizzle out quite a bit now as we are getting out of Tulsa. Nope, I don't want to see the warning. There we go. Yeah, there's quite a bit of melting going on too. Yeah, so it looks like our hail size has come down considerably, a lot less of those nice bright green and yellow colors that you want to see when there's big hail. That has wound down significantly. The storm is looking much less organized as we are lifting northeast towards Owasso and Claremore. Claremore right now, actually south side, you're probably seeing some small hail, maybe some pea to dime size hail right along I-44 on the south side of Claremore. Oh, okay, that's just someone's car. Otherwise, Tulsa, this storm is moving out, and that's going to probably be all she wrote for Tulsa for a good chunk. Probably today, I think. So, again, the storm by Oklahoma City, this thing is fizzled out. So, I do not know if we'll see more activity in Oklahoma City. We see we have a boundary from the storm by Guthrie coming down. This might kill our activity for today, or it'll cause things to surge back to north. I think today is really going to come down to how much of this activity keeps going. Okay, I think Derek threw in. Okay, I was just trying to read what Derek's doing the update on DFW. He actually has a chance to look at the models since I'm not doing this stuff with you guys here. So in the comments below, I think Derek posted an update. I don't know if he posted it from his personal Facebook or from the Hail Trace Facebook, because I don't see the comment on the Hail Trace Facebook. But I think he said something about the potential for sinking air to keep storms from forming in Dallas, possibly dependent upon a couple of things. So we'll see. Basically, we're going to kind of see how things pan out with DFW. Once I'm off of here, I'll be able to get a forecast together, and I can give you guys my thoughts probably before 12 p.m. because I think a lot of this activity is going to be happening fairly early today. And other areas at risk further south into Texas, I-35. A lot of areas east of I-35, so like Longview and Tyler and Mount Pleasant and all these towns in here have a chance of seeing some big hail. Okay, there it is. There's the comment. Thanks, Derek. And then maybe even as far east as Shreveport could see some hail today as well. Looks like we have a new severe thunderstorm warning over by Rush Springs. This could be our new storm that looked pretty good, but it'll probably stay south of the OKC metro. So I'll check in on Tulsa one more time, and okay, yeah, this thing is crapping out pretty good here. So our storm's kind of dying, kind of fizzling out, it looks like, by the Tulsa area. So I think I'm going, oh yeah, too close to the radar. I think I want to wrap this up. Thanks for watching, guys. I know it's a surprise. It's 9 a.m. and we are seeing storms. Nothing like some morning activity, right? So we missed it. We had some golf ball size hail moving to the downtown Tulsa area for ping pong balls. Kind of weakened as it moved east through Tulsa, and now probably dropping just sub-severe hail now, or isolated 1-inch hail just east of Tulsa, like right by the highway that heads towards Owasso. It was the Mingo Valley Expressway. And had a storm that was moving towards Oklahoma City, and I guess I killed it because it didn't quite make it. We had some hail over by Tuttle. And I think by the time it got to Tuttle, it was last severe, and now it's just fizzling out and fading away in Oklahoma City. New storm warned just to the east of Rush Springs, but I think this will end up staying south of the metro unless some weird stuff happens. Of course, if any new updates come in, we get to see other storms happening in any city areas, we'll be back here doing live coverage. And obviously, if anything happens in Dallas, we'll do live coverage for there as well. And we'll be back a little bit later with the full forecast. See what can you expect in the Dallas area today. Areas points to the east, other areas that I haven't mentioned that might be at risk, and will Oklahoma see more activity later on this afternoon. I'm going to get the forecast ready and have answers for you guys. So thanks for watching. Thanks to our sponsors, C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, and Balance Claims for sponsoring our videos. And we'll see you guys at the next one.
We help contractors by the hundreds with all of the administrative burdens that surround handling their construction projects. That means helping them with Xactimate estimating, working with them on all the administration of their supplements, and doing the administrative services back office work that enables them to focus on selling, building, and billing.
We see contractors just starting off, maybe they're struggling with the fundamentals of running a construction business. They partner up with us, their process is now defined, they're able to grow their profit margins and actually scale because they're not held back with the burden of dealing with the supplementing process. I feel proud of what we've been able to do in this industry.